I'm faster than you. You're old. You look like Uncle Fester. Festa. Shall we do the mamushka? Damn it, man. Why did you pick somewhere so far? I grow tired. Who's this? Mendius. You there, moment of your indulgence, if you please. You are the Circe hunter, are you not? The hero the whole of Sicily has a buzz about? The talk of the town? The juiciest grape on the grapevine? Such a pleasure to meet you, a delight. No, scratch that. It is so much more than a delight. It is intervention of fate. Yes, that's it. Fate has put me on this very spot, so that I may tell you about a most intriguing opportunity indeed. And you are? Mendius, at your service. What is my profession? Well, I'll tell you what it used to be, and that is a man of medicine. But what does a man of medicine do but mend what has first been broken? He mends what has first been broken, okay? I save lives to be sure, but today I change them. About that opportunity. Oh, it is not merely an opportunity. It is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to become better. To become the full extent of the promise that is locked inside each and every one of us. So first of all, let me ask you this question. Do you like adventure? Of course I like adventure. Quite right. Adventure is what we live for. We sure do agree a lot. See here, you and I share the same passion. I never doubted it for a moment. The thrill of walking the unbeaten path, the rush of finding yourself in a goblin ambush knowing you'll prevail nonetheless. Too bad your line of work comes with such measly recompense, am I right? The wage of a mere soldier now between you and me. Tell me truthfully, don't you sometimes wish you could earn more? Riches do not interest me, actually. Really, I wouldn't mind earning an extra penny here and there. Ha ha ha, don't quarrel about it on my account. Still, if a matter is divisive, it is divisive, mainly because it is alluring, and riches are so alluring. Even so, my friend, matters of a pecuniary nature aside, what is life without variety, without spice? To be a source hunter must be frightfully dreary sometimes, am I right? All those orders, investigate this, retrieve that, and at the end of the day, what do you have to show for it? Wouldn't you prefer to call your own shots, be your own boss? There is no shame in following directives if your masters are worthy of your trust. True enough, we serve a just cause, so why wouldn't we follow our orders? Come now, I refuse to believe such a uniquely skilled individual would settle for a puppet's role. Life too short to spend it doing someone else's bidding. Am I right? Of course I am. And I couldn't help you attain the dream. I could. Enact the change you deserve. And that is exactly why I'm here. Why fate has put me right by the door of the King Crab, so that I could meet you and tell you about the marvel that is Fabulous 5. The invitation to join is yours, grab it. Tell me more about the Fabulous 5. Oh, the Fabulous 5. How I enjoy simply saying the words that describe the most illustrious and celebrated adventurers guild in Redalon. Our mission, to better the world. Our mantra, to better ourselves as we do so. To realize our dreams and cleanse our souls. You'd like nothing more than into a list, wouldn't you? Of course you do, and you can. Of course, if you still have questions, I shall answer them to the best of my abilities. But if not, how about we get started? What is it that the members of the Fabulous 5 actually do? What a gem of a question. Straight as an arrow, sharp as a switchblade, most meritorious of you. Now then, to join the Fabulous 5 is to join a fellowship. To join a fraternity, a sorority, a community. The title of knight is bestowed upon the moment you sign our waiver, and so it all begins. I shall be the one to give you your first contracts, and once the job is done, I shall see to it you get your fair share of the reward. Of course, should you spread the word, should you propagate the gospel of the Fabulous Five, and thereby draw new knights into our fellowship, you will get a share of the reward from our contracts too. Isn't that wonderful? By now the genial flow of the fellowship must have warmed your heart. It has, hasn't it? But did I say fellowship? I mean family. For like a family we support one another, cheer one another on, see each other through the thick and thin, partake in glory and defeat. Work hard, fulfill contracts, enlist new knights, and swiftly shall you rise through the ranks. You will better yourself, you will better Rebellion. You will make the stars shine all the brighter, and you'll get fabulously wealthy in the process. What's not to like? Very well, I'll enlist. Of course, all you need to do is sign the waiver, and just like that, snap, you're part of the family. All I need is your lovely little autograph, what do you say? Join a guild, better the world, a lot of gold. Fuck yes. And me, may all the riches in the world be ours. Marvelous, magnificent, oh, but what am I saying? Fabulous is the word. You may not realize it yet, but your fortunes, your very life is about to change for the better. So let us not dilly-dally. To business. Your first assignment is ready and waiting, if you're willing and ready. Willing, ready. A lot of W's and R sounds. It's hard to do them in that voice. I met some soldiers looking for a job. Perhaps they could join the fellowship. You found new recruits already. Efficient, proactive. Oh, I like that. Send them to me and I'll sign them up. And of course, since they're your recruits, you'll get a share of every assignment they complete. Isn't that just fabulous? Tell me more about the Fabulous Five. What more is there to say, my friend? You are one of us now, a proud member, and even prouder Fabulous Five. Member of the even prouder Fabulous Five. Glory be, for glory has found you. You're not worried about undead out and about? They call the undead a problem, my friend, but those who know the ways of the Fabulous Five see no problems. They are opportunities. An enterprising spirit can rid riches from cold dead rocks, or from cold dead full stop. Or from cold dead full stop. Alright, yeah. You flowery speaker, you. About my assignment. It's a pretty it's a pretty straightforward task, this one. Now in this town dwells a wizard. Aru is his name. He's a frightful, eccentric, scientific type. You know the kind. Favors reason over faith and all that. Not Fabulous Five material, him. His experimental weapons may keep a couple of skeletons away from the city, but many other researchers failed, malfunctions, yada yada. One of them was a big lumbering apparatus, a frightful automaton shaped like a giant made of steel. It was supposed to crush the undead by the dozen, piloted as it was by a trained legionnaire. But you can guess what happened. Did it become sentient? Was it cursed? Whatever the cause, the thing relieved itself of its pilot and headed north towards the network of caves. Now ask yourself, what if it comes back? It could smash the city walls and claim 100 lives before being subdued. Luckily, there are those in this world who belong to the Fabulous Five, the braves who eat such monstrosities for breakfast. Go, my friend, find this wizard's abomination and claim your just reward from ASC. So in the name of our hallowed guild, easy money. Goodbye.
Until next time.
Damn. You sound eviler when you talk on your own.
Were you waiting for what, exactly? You think you can speak that way to a... Well, suffice it to say, I've got my eye on the very...
I'm a Duke, you potato-eating peasant.
I'm the Duke. Hey, they're the wrong potatoes. I like me a potato now again. Who leaves their booze on the floor? Oh, it's empty. Oh, more shot. Unsinkable Sam. Painting of a woman. How concise. Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match once or twice. Alistair. Wrong game. Where was I supposed to meet this fucker? Is this he?
Just hanging around the inn, are you? Waiting
What's
for
his name?
what?
Novak?
Can I help you?
Fine then.
Farewell.
You think you can speak?
Fucker. It wasn't Francis, right? I mean... I'll be going upstairs then. I think he said he was on the upper floor. Is this him? I guess it's, you spilled something, bro. You spilled your bucket. Mr. Bucket.
Good to see you again.
Oh, you've come. I forgot his voice. He's an old dude. Yes, that is most satisfactory. Begone, O brittle mask of age. Hear me now repeat the words of Brittletooth, the child snatcher of Corridor. Come play with me, for I am hungry. Come play, play, play. Did he invite me here to play? Oh my god, I love this music. Did he dumb indeed? Tell me more of yourself. My name is Eglander Chalhurashalanlaw, elf of the House of Ganuvum, the slaughtered House of Ganuvum. But by the twin blades of the Shadow Vixen I shall have my revenge. The walls of memory are stained with blood, and I would see them bloodier still. Indeed. About that assistance you asked of me. My game, yes! A game of blood and brutality, of death and dexterity, fun and faring, the horror harlequin. But like the serpentine stalker hisses before the stab, hush now. Darkness is darling, hush, hush and listen to my tale. The elves of Gandavum, they lived in peace, oh yes. But one night, when the moon had hid her face, and the orcs of the tribe of Kazaldogger beset our city, they cooked and ate and burned every last one of us, except me, of course. The last of dawn never saw an elf of Gandavum no more. All are done, every last one of us, except for me, the midnight rambler. Away from the city, I was very old back then already, though indeed I whisper of many years hence. But death shall not find me, oh no, not until every beast of Kolalanor has been bled. Kazuldagar. Pardon me, it's Kazuldagar. I may be frail to withered grey, but the wealth of kings is mine. Countless assassins have ministered to the vengeance that is my want, and now it is almost over. By Kala, Lady of the Last Gaze, I swear it is almost done. Only the last one of the Kaldulgazar still eludes me, the crowning kill that will seal its faith and mine alike. Its faith, its fate. I have tracked her down by the curse of Spine Spear I have. She does not know her ill-shapen sun is setting fast. Color the dusk red, O sword of youth, bloody the day with the bramble sap that runs through the veins of Victoria, bringing me the omelet that clings to her flesh soon to fade, and yours shall be the bounty of vindication. Mine shall be its sanguine satisfaction after long, long last. So my target would be Victoria. A girl orc. A girl orc. Yes, Victoria! She is the one whose heart must be held in hand, the heart around which the fingers of that hand must clench and tighten until its choking flesh bulges with blood and its beat slowly breaks. The orcs of Kalzudaga, they knew my name, oh yes. By the bite of the roving rattler they knew my design, and so they sought to save their last an infant, she who was to be queen. To no avail, oh no. Years, how may I know not, years I searched, and now she has been found. How many I know not, of course, I didn't, I'm old, I can't speak so well. Her name is that of a woman, her employment that of a civilized being. But by the fork of Barbara Maneater, she is nothing but an orc, a sister of nature. Whatever misbegotten later have dragged into life from the tumid room of a filthy horse-head beast that was humped like a dog in the darkness of a stinking hollow. Victoria, librarian, daughter, ha! Adopted child of Cecil, mayor of Sisio. Mayor of Sisio? There's bloodlust in you, I can feel it. Let it out. Set it free, undo the last of Kazulaga. By the breast of Shishara, goat suckler, give me my revenge! I'll take my leave.
Farewell.
That guy's crazy as fuck. That was quite the radical change we witnessed. I never would have thought that the benign old man we met outside would turn out to be a vengeance-driven aficionado of assassins. He is as much a savage as those orcs. And how was Victoria guilty of her tribe's crime, if she was but a babe at the time? Indeed, Victoria probably doesn't even know about her past, and yet she's on a, let's call him, eccentrics hit list. We're forgiving you, bastard. And what was it, bloodthirsty or something? We're forgiving him, bloodthirsty.
By the needles of the billion bleeder, they'll end it all in blood.
I suspect that we're gonna go talk to this bitch and find out precisely what the deal is. But first, I'm gonna sit on your bench. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm gonna sit on the bench. You lay in the bed. I'll read you a story. Once upon a time... Damn, you're healing, even when I'm telling the story. The end. Get up, wench. Alright, let's get moving. That was exciting, was it not? I kind of like this inn. It doesn't show up red, so maybe I can go in. Ooh, can she get in the tub? Oh yeah. Let's all watch. Alright, maybe not. Look how the light hits the cupboard. Everything's stealing. Oh wait, these are fucking... Jesus. I don't want to be in any of this chat. No. How do I disable this fucking shit? Can I close this window entirely, por favor? Yeah, get the fuck out of my face. Is that because I have dual screen support, or is it just, or am I just able to throw that shit away? I don't care about that. Not playing multiplayer right now. That guy really needs to chill the fuck out. I only have one channel going right now through my earpiece, so hopefully he wasn't saying all that in the other channel. And I voiced him anyway. I hate that. Shareth. Hello, Shareth.
Greetings.
Greetings. Oh, you are most welcome in my chamber. Customers rarely even find me up here, but I do so abhor the hustle and bustle of the marketplace. I take it you're a traveling merchant? That I am. I've spent more of my life on the road, traveling alongside great caravans, than I have in any given place in Rivellon. All of this earth is my home, for a few days, or even but a few hours at a time, that is. You wouldn't believe some of the things I've seen. Oh yes, a city besieged by the dead isn't even remotely special to me. All the better that it isn't, for you and for me, because outlandish events lead to outlandish wares. Let's discuss your wares. Oh, let us. Not discuss, let us browse and barter. You cut-thirsty woman. Alright, let's see what we have. Skill books, yes. Self-medicate, I will indeed, thank you. Okay, so... yeah, alright. Boots and such, yes. Aged leather armor. Alright then, let's see. Sharp fighting knife. You know, I don't need that. I prefer the training sword over this, which is interesting. But it may have other uses because it's a useful item. So, let's see. I don't think I'm going to be crafting arrows, but you don't know. A sharp fighting knife. Critical damage times 2. Critical chance times 3. It's got a lot of benefits. Huh. So 2 more minimum damage on the training sword, but I'll take that. I think I'm gonna equip the sharp knife right now. Alright, let's see what else we have. Anything else? Some shells? 1 times 1 gold. I can consume it apparently. I wonder what the fuck those are useful for. Alright. Let's see what we got here. A plate. It's useless. Sell it. There are feathers inside. I could use that to craft something, as I understand it. Don't I have several pillows somewhere? The pillow and the pillow. Sell it. This sounds like a song I've heard before. Pardon me. Con permiso. Bucket with milk. Con leche. Well, I don't know if I'm ever gonna need any of this shit. That's an ingredient. Drinks nourish you and can have different effects on your character. I mean, you never know when I'll need a bottle of wine. Ingredients. Wait, worn leather armor? What do I have? Source Hunter male. Is higher or lower better in armor? Because if higher is better, yeah, higher is better. I need dexterity 7 to wear that leather armor. It's crazy. I can't wear anything. It's nuts. Jeez. Aged cloth cap. I'm not wearing a cap right now, so I can put that on. Alright, there's some shit going down. I don't really want to sell much. Add gold to match balance offers. She doesn't have any gold? What kind of fucking merchant doesn't have gold? No gold. Well, jeez. What the fuck? She doesn't have any gold. Alright, pretty sharp fighting knife of storms. Oh, yes. Also, 10% chance to set stuns. Stun, 10% stun. That's incredible, yeah. Solved sharp fighting knife of the master. Can be used for backstabbing. Well, that doesn't help me. Leadership and HP. Leadership plus 1, HP plus 13. That's also awesome. I like this. 10% stun chance. Alright. Sharp fighting knife, yeah. Nice dagger of the Geomancer. 15% chance to set poison status. That's cool. 17 to 27. I like that dagger, yeah. Much gold, but I have 900. What I really need is armor, really. And this armor requires dexterity. I guess I have to go through mail or whatever. Outmoded cloth bracers. Alright, so those are better than mine. Workers' outmoded cloth bracers are telekinesis. They add to telekinesis and backstabbing, or blacksmithing. I'm not interested in that. Bow plus 1. Alright. Dexterity plus 1. Now we're talking. Now we're fucking talking. So that gives me what? Dexterity and 2 extra armor. Old cloth shoes are better than my traveling boots. Is armor low? I fucking don't know. I assume higher armor is better, right? It's gotta be. Armor rating 3, sneaking plus 1. I don't sneak. Alright, cool. So, 663. Add that. Let's do this. Alright, Shareth.
Bye!
Bye. Bye. Oh my god. Alright. And then for you. What is this? Don't tell me I... That's fine. Cypher. Yeah. Good.
The hunters to us by the needles of the million breeder, they'll end it all in blood.
I'm fine with that.
Comes a-crippling for you, Victoria!
I need a shield. Wait, he's a wizard. Oh shit. Alright, good. What I wanted was to get her armor. Oh well, I don't give a fuck. This isn't gonna work there. Get the fuck out of my face. I need like heavier armor, that's what I need. She could use a short sword, right? 15 to 20, that's 22 to 30, that thing is badass. Alright. Yeah. Now we're talking business. Alright. We'll deal later. Alright. I'm not a thief, I'm correct. Lots of bottles. Let's talk to Duke of Ferrol.
Can I help you?
Oh, hello. I suppose you're here to viciously interrogate me for information I don't have, like a noble Captain Aureus before you.
Tell me about yourself.
I am the Duke of Ferrol, though I suppose my name is in mouths of enough ruthless gossipers that you've heard of me by now.
What do you know about Jake's murder?
It's very tragic news. I won't posture and say that the Counselor and I were anything near allies, but I truly never wished the man harm.
I'll take my leave.
Farewell.
Indies, you won't believe what the hell just happened. Some crazy fool wanted me to murder some bitch. It was nuts.
Cheese? An excuse has more holes than a slice of this fine Gorgon bear.
Golden Bear? Is that like Gorgonzola?
I love me some Golden Bear.
No one
The
has
truth say,
cheese
see if you
greater
can
than a man with
something.
Many cheeses.
How about a cheese? What do you have? I've got white cheese, blue cheese, old cheese, new cheese.
Oh my god, it's Dr. Seuss. Tell me about yourself, Doctor.
What's there to say? Just your average Sicilian trying to make a living.
Tell me about Cecile.
Never imagined that finding a quarter pound of moldy moth-eaten flour would be cause for celebration in the city. How things have changed.
What's the latest gossip?
You know, orcs aren't so different from us humans. Simple pleasures like long walks on the beach and playing in the sand are just as enjoyable to them as anyone.
You fucking orc lover. Have you heard about Jake's murder, you orc lover?
Have you spoken to Captain Aureus yet? He's in charge of the investigation, and there's no better man for the job. Council Jake will be avenged, I'm sure of it.
Farewell.
I'll take... Wait, I have one more question. You
Good to
orc-loving
see
piece of
you.
shit. Tell me about the orcs.
I suppose the ones attacking us are as brutal as any soldiers are given to be. But it's widely known that Orcish society isn't totally unlike our own. It's a shame these eruptions of violence wedge such mistrust between the races.
Get out of my
Farewell.
sight.
Not in the mood for cheese? An excuse has more holes than a slice of this fine Gorgon bear.
Who is this? You have a name, citizen?
Hello.
help you?
Back, I say. What are you doing approaching a strange woman in public, you brute? Here elsewhere, I have no tolerance for the harassment of a testosterone-addled lecher.
Farewell.
Say if you can choose the finest breed.
Tigers. Come on, you
Greetings.
Oh, hello, love. She changes her accent. Nice day for a little stroll around the market, isn't it? But it can all be ruined so quickly with vicious brutes approaching one left and right. Are you having trouble with strangers approaching you? Well, not particularly, but with Councillor Jake's murderer on the loose, no one can ever be too careful. I'll bet my bottom dollar that it was a testosterone-fueled madman who killed Councillor Jake. I'll take my
Bye.
leave. You crazy bitch.
That woman is certainly straight of strange men.
Such a shame. She ought not to treat an entire half of the population as potential criminals.
Agreed. Her stereotyping does far more harm than good. I'm gonna follow her stereotyping.
Alright, yes. We're bold.
Cheese of your block with
Oh,
a
let's
wheel of
travel together, shall we? Citizen. Oh, it's a painter. Lovely, lovely. Jerome. Hello, Jerome. Oh, hello, proportionate one. I could see from the symmetry in your face that you are a great fan of the fine arts, no?
Tell me about yourself.
I'm a painter by trade, as you can see, but a cartographer at heart. You might think there isn't enough work for one of my talents in a downtrodden city like Siciel, and you'd be quite right. I travel around Endenvale, mastering my craft and finding new subjects to add to my litany of lovely portraits and complex maps, like this rooster I'm working on now, and the landscape that surrounds him.
I'll take my leave. That was not important. Wait, is that a rooster on the bench?
Greetings.
Bye! I said bye to him.
Bersha. Hello, Bersha. Berthia.
Come on, you chicken.
Source hunters, eh? Right, proper, we're finally getting a hand. Things is chaos. If you gotten a favourite sheep, best to fry her up now before she gets thieved in the night like my dear plump hogget. The finest in my herd.
Tell me about yourself.
Now that the herd's gone, old Bersha's just scratching me by like a hen until the next batch of beasties comes through.
Where's your herd?
I recently sold most of the tender loves to a trader and heading north. Plenty of business that way these days. Those miners must be preparing for a mighty great feast they're preparing. Wish I could have a nibble of my dear darlings, all ground and spiced.
About your shoal and sheep. He sells seashells by the seashore.
Yes, old Hoggett's been missing for more than a fortnight. I love that sheep, you know. Was planning to cook her into a fine midwinter night haggis myself. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Was preparing to cook her into a fine midwinter night haggis myself. That was an insulting Scottish accent. Do tell me if you hear anything about her. I plan on pursuing whoever stole her with my cleaver in my hand.
Do you have any work for a trio of sailors?
Sorry, can't help you there. Haven't got enough livestock left to warrant a hand with the work.
I'll take my leave.
Oh, snake, wing of worm. I assume you're an alchemy salesperson. Look, there's cocks everywhere.
A good day to you.
Cuckoo. Am I finally back where I want it to be? Claudius and Mardius and Mattius and Claudius? No. This is Mayor Cecil's office. I will talk to this man. Yes, I will talk to this man. Hello, Cecil. What? Oh no, it's you. Oh yes, it's you. Come closer, then. Closer. My ears aren't what they used to be, nor my eyes, for that matter. Yes, hello, Source Hunter. Our city welcomes you.
Tell me about yourself.
My elf? What elf? Oh, myself. I am Cecil, Mayor of Cecil, and husband of the stately Cecilia. I've been the mayor here for decades, and I'm quite eager to see Cecil through these difficult times. Yes, very difficult times indeed.
Tell me about the issues in Cecile.
What? Oh, you mean Cecil? Very difficult times indeed. As though the death of Jake, and by source magic no less, weren't enough, we're all facing all sorts of brutish intruders. The undead have overrun all but one northern trade route, while the orcs are making a habit of savaging our beaches. That's not to mention that at the top of the whole caboodle, there's rumors of some new religious sect or cult or some such sticking its tendrils into the innocent, seven-fearing folks of Cecile. And while we're on the subject of troubles, I myself have a private matter I'd like to bring to your attention. What? I mean, it involves a magic relic I rather foolishly sought, a weapon called the Staff of Pergamon.
About Jake's murder.
Jake, murdered? Oh yes, now I recall, indeed. I could hardly believe it myself. The councillor and I have certainly had our differences over the years, but old squabbles evaporate under such circumstances. Most of the townsfolk are certain Jake's wife Esmeralda is responsible. In fact, the Legion have taken her into protective custody to keep her safe from the mob. As you can imagine, I've known Esmeralda for years. That business between her and the Duke of Ferrol was always a bit suggestive, but I never had cause to suspect her of violence. Still, one never knows for sure.
Tell me about the Duke of Ferrol.
An upright bloke. Apart from all this Esmeralda nonsense, the whole town knows the only goal of his business trips to Cecile is to spend a night or two at the King Crab Inn with Miss Counselor.
Ah, tell me more about the undead.
What, the undead? Yes, for the past 2 years those blasted skeletons have all but suffocated the city. With all but one trade route overrun, Cecile's once torrential commerce has slowed to a pathetic trickle.
What about this staff of Pergamon?
The what of what now? You're speaking gibberish. Oh, you mean the staff of Pergamon? Yes, yes. I was expecting a shipment of weapons, and among the cargo was this very powerful, very rare staff. I managed to place the order through means somewhat atypical to a government official. Cecile proved an old fool, though, for the merchant slated to deliver it to me has just informed me that the damned thing has gone missing. I fear it may have fallen into the wrong hands, and I wonder if you could retrieve it for me.
Tell me about the merchant.
His name is Conrad, captain of the Tide Splitter, a merchant ship still docked at the Cecile harbor. You can talk to him if you think it would help, but I'd quite like to avoid getting the Legion involved if you don't mind.
What do you know about the staff itself?
The staff itself contains a shard of an ore highly valued for its use in weapons of war. I know use of the material to be forbidden, but I was desperate to do something to aid the townsfolk against the undead.
Can you tell me about Rivellon's sects?
Well, I do believe that's something your parents ought to have discussed with you long ago, Source Hunter. But I suppose if you really want to know, I'd be remiss if I didn't at least explain the basics. You see, when a lady and a fellow find each other rather nice, well, rather more than nice, they'll occasionally, well, they'll, oh, this is nonsense. I'm the mayor, for the seven's sake. I can't be bothered to chat all day about the birds and the bees when Cecile's under siege by orcs, undead, and cultists. I said sects, you fool.
Tell me about your library.
That depends. What kind of berries are you interested in exactly? Oh, the library. Yes, yes. You must have a visit. It's the gem of Cecile. Would you like to have a look? I'll escort you upstairs myself.
Sure, sounds interesting.
Marvelous. Follow me then. Not bye. I'm following you. Oh, it's Maxine. I love Maxine. She's such a pretty kitty. Pretty and witty and wise. Wait, oh yes, the library. This is the jewel in Cecile's crown, the beacon of culture and learning in our fair city. My Victoria has every volume you could possibly imagine, and she's got every speck of information about this place packed into her brilliant brain. Yes, Victoria's come a long way from the little bundle of claws and teeth I adopted so long ago. Brings a tear to my eye just seeing her here among her beloved books. What? Oh, yes, yes, I'll be on my way downstairs now. Please introduce yourself. I know Victoria will be happy to make your acquaintance. Wait, fool. Alright, then. I want to tell her... Is this Victoria? Holy shit. Victoria, you...
This book here?
Lesser key of Sadakantras. What nonsense. Pseudo-monarchia daemonia. The first edition too. Most promising.
Interesting. Hello, Greenfish.
In name of Amonhor, I bid thee Tuzjagetahal. Be welcome, human. My library is yours, as I hope your friendship is mine. Who are you, madam? I am Victoria, daughter of Mayor Cecil. Oh, I know you're thinking the likeness isn't exactly striking, is it? When I was very young, you see, I must have been cast out of my tribe, for I was found in a wicker basket floating past Cecile towards the sea. The fisherman who found me would have drowned me on the spot, for I am an orc after all. But praise be Amonor. Dear Cecil was among the gathered crowd, and he took pity in the exiled infant that chance had put in his way. He raised me like I was his own. This kindness of souls taught me the language of men, their customs, their letters. Thus I became the city's librarian, a position I would uphold with no small diligence and pride.
Let's discuss Elglandier, the elf.
Kyrie eleison! Do pardon my language, my friend, but that is quite the startling revelation. So much sadness, so much anguish. Eglandier's tale is heartrending, though it seems that in the pursuit of retribution he has himself become as great a ghoul as those that wronged him. Does he not see that I am now the one who is to be wronged? Why, oh why must he make me, of all gentle-minded and life-loving creatures, why must he make me the target of its imperishable hate? Whom have I ever harmed? I live for books, not brutality. So let us approach this situation with reason and ask ourselves, where do we go from here?
I will not sing.
Though first let me say this. Shazam bil kush zunim. From my heart, I thank you for warning me. I thank you and I trust you, so pray let me pose the question. What do you advise we should do? I don't want to arrest the poor bastard.
Oh my gosh, what to do? This is hard.
I could arrest the old bastard. I really don't. I guess I could get money for give him the amulet, and then he'll. But, I mean, how's he gonna like not realize? It's like the library. He'd still be shuffling around in the library. He would know.
I could have him arrested.
Les Fizodar, yes, a capital notion. Let him be brought before the law for his schemes. I'm an innocent Eglander. Would see me dead. This is a grave offense, is it not? It would probably be better if you rather than I informed Captain Noreus, though. He bears little goodwill towards me ever since my more savage brethren have been marauding the beaches and killing his legionnaires. Oh, I see. I can change my mind, but I like that.
May I take books from the library?
Indeed you may. The wisdom I here hoard, is yours to pursue and even take with you. All I can ask is that you return the books you borrow so that others may enjoy them.
I'll take my leave.
Pseudo monarchia daemonium.
I had to pause for the
Most promising.
vocal part of the song, which was quite nice. Hi, Charlene. Hello, Charlene. A source hunter. Ah, what a sight for sore Sicilian eyes.
Tell me about yourself.
Me? I lived alone here in town. Used to be that my younger brother Tom and I were practically joined at the hip. That's all changed now.
What happened to Tom?
He's always been something of a rascal, calling his petty hooliganism adventuring, and endlessly worrying my poor mind. But of course I've always loved that scamp to bits.
Did you chop him up?
For my part, I encouraged him to join the Legion, even got him sparring with Captain Aurelius now and again. But then those blasted Fabulous Five came into town.
Never heard of him?
That band of... I don't even know what to call them. They're his heroes, and I simply couldn't prevent him from going to see him. That one meeting was all it took for Tom to run off with them on some mission to God knows where.
I'll take my leave. If I find him, I'll tell him good job. Alright, we're gonna talk to the mayor a bit more, but that's in another video. Thanks for stopping by, guys. But most importantly, you stay classy, San Diego.